Hi, I'm gonna do a reaction video to one called No Excuses, best motivational video. It's going to be absolutely cringing. I hate these types of videos, so I'm gonna antagonize them, obviously. I know some of you hate them, and hopefully you will find a kindred opinion here. Let's start.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing?
So he already sounds like he's pissed off for the excuses that you might have. They're all valid excuses, you know. It's like beating somebody, the shit out of somebody when they leave the house and then saying, "What's stopping you?" Getting beat up, that's an excuse. It's like, what the fuck?
What is the thing that's stopping you? You.
Yeah, you know, it's like if somebody goes out the house, every time he goes out, you beat the crap out of him, then that person's no longer gonna come out of the house. And you say, what's stopping you? Getting beat up? Excuses? You are the reason, because you stay in the house. No, it's a valid reason. These are all valid reasons, and it's just sort of in his motivational voice, which to me is actually demotivating, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, sort of putting the blame on the victim.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest.
Alright. Some people feel pity for themselves. It's a perfectly natural thing, and it is even necessary. Sometimes nobody understands you, especially if you are an unusual person and you're different from everybody else. There is nothing wrong with self-pity. It has its place, and sometimes it's exactly the right thing. I don't have a problem with it. And these guys just belittle it as in like no matter how much shit happens to you. This happens purely by luck. Some people have very supportive lives with people that understand them, and some people have to go through lives, you know, this is all by chance, where nobody understands them, where they're different to everything else. You might be an introvert living in an extroverted world. You might at the same time be a night owl, everybody's a morning lark. You might like nature, everybody else likes city. You might be opposite in everything and nobody understands you. And if you then feel just a little bit sorry for yourself, they give you this pity bullshit talk. There's nothing wrong with, I mean, who understands you better than yourself? Nobody. And if there is nobody on your side, then you can, at the very least, you have a right to have yourself on your side. If everything is shit, and you're only surrounded by assholes, and nobody feels sorry for the misfortune, if you go through a lot of misfortune, and you're the only person that pities you, at least you have one person that understands yourself, and they're trying to take even that away from you. And if anything, that's disturbing.
Don't get jealous of me, because I work my ass off to get it. No.
This has nothing to do with jealousy. The pity thing in jealousy, there's no connection. And if he has I don't know if you already said it, the Rolls Royce, and that's he's achieved his materialistic goals, and he thinks anyone that doesn't has only themselves to blame. And a lot of the wealth is not gained by hard work, it's gained by manipulation. So it's not even, in many cases, not even something to be proud of, in my opinion. And a lot of people that pity themselves, that they're not jealous of his Rolls Royce, they just want to be left alone, to exit the rat race and this madness of materialism. You know, it's all fun for those that play the game and win, but if you don't win and you no longer want to play the game and you just want a way out, you know, we don't have that option anymore. The world, the land, the money, the businesses, the houses, everything is hogged by the rich. And you are forced to play the game, and the game is fixed. And not everybody is gonna win, no matter how hard you try.
Nobody handed me nothing.
And besides, people that make it get to tell their story. Those that don't make it don't get to tell their story. People who die in Auschwitz, and there might be a survivor, they get to tell the story. Those that die do not get to tell the story. You only get to hear the stories of very, very few people, the ones that made it, and they're going to claim that their methods are it. We don't know how many other people there are that use the same method that achieve precisely zero.
Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment.
Now, what's with the gym stuff? I have nothing against gyms or lifting weights. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is totally irrelevant to this topic. It has nothing to do with money or success. It's good for your health, it's good for longevity, it's good for your looks, but that's it. It's not gonna make you money. It's not going to make you successful. It's irrelevant to the topic. They think they're representing sort of this alpha male thing. But they don't know what an alpha male is these days. The alpha male of today are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, Bill Gates, people like that. They are the alpha. That stuff doesn't matter. It's totally irrelevant. Going to the gym is not going to make you money, unless you're a professional bodybuilder, which very few people are, and most of them don't talk shit like that. And for a long time they were not even taken seriously. There's nothing wrong with bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding, but it's a total mismatch here. The world is ruled by the financial elite, the alpha, or what they didn't say that word here, but I know the type. These are the type of people that consider themselves alpha and think everybody should be. There's only one, by the way. Everybody else is not. And if everybody there sort of talking down to, or telling them to pull their finger out of their ass and get on with it, if they actually did succeed at it, they would just rise above them, and then they would be the losers. That game always has a loser. It has one winner and it has many losers. And if somebody else becomes the winner, then you become a loser. It's that simple. It is not a game of kindness or compassion. It is a world of cutthroat cruelty to rise above others by stamping on them.
Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize
Yeah, go get it, no matter how many people you stamp into the ground. That's the kind of morality these people operate on.
excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how?
No, the lie is to sort of preach to everybody that they can be or become anything they want by believing it or by making this kind of effort, because most people will not make it. There is only one winner in a race and everybody else is a loser. That's the reality. And losers generally don't get to tell their story. All the losers are not here. It's just the winners that get to tell their story and say that everything else is a lie, that the excuses are a lie. They're not a lie.
You stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill. You have the knowledge. And
yeah, you might have some time, but time is finite. And you do not want to spend your time beating a dead horse. If you've tried things, no matter what it is, a number of times, and you keep failing at it, then you know you're beating a dead horse. And beating a dead horse sucks. It is a waste of your time. It is better to realize and see the dead horse you're beating for what it is. And stop doing it. There's nothing wrong with it.
the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
They like to use the word always. Always. It's not always. A lot of the privileged, that is a matter of where you born and who you born to. It also has a lot to do with luck. Most of the elite were born into this position. They were born in the right families and they were born in the right country. Most slaves or wage slaves or I call these people slaves, like people in China that work for our capitalists to produce cheap stuff. Those people are slaves. It matters where you're born. It matters who your parents are. The opposite of what they're saying. They're saying everything that happens to you is you brought on yourself by the choices you made or because you didn't make the effort. Do you know how hard people in China work? Do you know how many hours they work? Most of them work a lot harder than any of those guys, and it amounts to precisely nothing.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
this is your time to try it and come out disappointed, as most people will. I'm sure there's 1,000 people watching this, or many thousand, and one of them is gonna make it, and they're gonna praise it and preach the same crap, and everybody else is going to fail. And that's a fact.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
Yes, we all know being on a basketball court is the secret to success. I mean, you knew that, right? Okay, I think we can stop it there. It's just the words now. This is a typical video, just like the books in the self-help section. They tell you, if you follow the advice, anyone can do it. Reality is, most of you will fail. Most of you will fail thinking anyone can do it. So why did you fail? What's the result of that? You get low self-esteem. The other type of book you find in the self-help section are books on low self-esteem, which is exactly the books that you will wind up reading after you've read books like this or watched videos like this. I'm sure there's videos on low self-esteem. You might want to mark them for later after you fail with this. And that's the end of it.